But if the watchman sees the sword coming and does not blow the trumpet, and the people are not warned, and a sword comes and takes a person from them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood I will require from the watchman's hand. You guys, that is why I'm doing what I do, because I look and I see the signs. I see the signs that is coming, and I am watching the prophecies unfold, and we have some major developments today, guys, and it's so exciting, and I'm so excited to show you, and I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it from some other channels, but so excited. So let's get right into it. Huge breakthrough today. Historic agreement between our two great friends, Israel and the United Arab Emirates. That was President Trump's Twitter post, as you see. But this is a huge breakthrough for prophecy watchers, you guys. Revelation, Daniel, it's all coming true. Like, it's all unfolding before our very eyes, you guys. When I saw this, I about flipped my lid and like threw my phone, and I was so excited because I knew that this is one step closer. Now, this is not the peace agreement that we are looking for, but it is a huge, huge step, and it's just huge. It's like, because there is going to be a 7-year peace treaty that is going to be signed, or a 7-year peace covenant that will be signed by the Antichrist, and this is like a huge deal. In the end times, there's going to be a 7-year tribulation, and the start of the tribulation is the 7-year peace plan, and so this is a huge step in that direction. And it's going to be a one world religion, one world government, and the Great Reset is just that. Basically, it's just the modern version of what the Bible says is going to happen. So I really encourage you guys to look into it. So much is lining up. Everything is unfolding before our very eyes and setting up exactly as Jesus said, you guys. Exactly. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you a couple things, and then I want you guys to see President Trump's announcement of the peace plan, and then we'll talk about a couple things. All right, so in the Bible, we're going towards the one world government, one world religion. So this is back in January 20th, 2020, it looks like. And this is the Faith Initiative and U.S. One World religion, one step closer to global religion. That's what they were aiming towards. So what I'm going to do is kind of go through here. Your Eminence, your well, that's her talking. The Eminence. This evening we are gathered in honor of the Abrahamic Faith Initiative, a dialogue designed to promote peace, religious freedom, and inter-religious harmony. The United States is proud to support this initiative organized by the Multi-Faith Neighbors Network. I'd like to offer my sincere thanks to Pastor Bob Roberts, Ayman Mohammed Majid, sorry, I have no idea, and Rabbi David Saperstein for making this gathering possible. It's fitting that your discussions should take place at the political Gregorian University. The Gregorian University is a place where U.S. faith leaders can consider the important questions raised by Pope Francis at the Global Conference of Human Fraternity in Abu Dhabi. It was here that the Holy Father asked, how do we look after each other? How do we nourish a fraternity which is not theoretical but translates into authentic fraternity? And how can religions be channels of fraternity rather than barriers of separation? The answers to these questions are fundamental to achieving real and lasting peace and understanding between Abrahamic faiths. As President Trump said in I have no idea how to say these names, during his first presidential overseas visit, if these three faiths can join together in cooperation, then peace in this world is possible. So I'm going to kind of pause, and I will just kind of like let you guys read through the rest of this really quick, and then we will get going on the rest of it. Oh, I do like what it says here. It does bring up the Holy Bible. It says, and to the angel of the church, oh yeah, because it says that this is an opinion. I have asked this question before. Do any of the Christian advisors to the president study Bible prophecy? If so, how is it possible that the Church of Revelation in chapter 3 is being formed in front of the whole world with the cooperation of the United States of America? When it's writing to the Laodiceans, when it says these things say the Amen, the faithful and the true witness, the beginning of creation of God. I know your works, that you are neither cold nor hot. I could wish you were cold nor hot. So then, because you are lukewarm and neither hot or cold, I will vomit you out of my mouth. You know what's funny about that actually is that that's like the least of their worries of us catching on to their prophecies and stuff. That's like the least of the worries that they should be worried that they're doing right in front of us. Okay, so I'll let you read now. Then down here at the end, I love how they actually put in themselves, even though they're doing it in front of our faces. They put in, then I saw another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon. That's the Antichrist, you guys. And they're just putting it out there in front of our faces. The second member of the evil trinity 666, short of perfection 777, is a high-ranking member of the clergy. He will bring a false moral authority to the first beast found in Revelation 13:1. They're trying to excuse themselves. I don't know what they're doing here, but they're quoting their own prophecy, or they're quoting prophecy, trying to I don't know what they're doing, but why they're quoting prophecy, but probably because they know what they're doing, that they know that they are fulfilling this prophecy, and they know that America and the real Christians are seeing it happen in front of our eyes. World peace is not, but here's the thing, world peace is not possible without the Prince of Peace. If the President Trump, oh my gosh, I didn't read this. World peace is not possible without the Prince of Peace, and President Trump's goal is world peace through the coming together of 3 religions. He is getting bad advice. If his goal is a peace treaty through the deal of the century, it is even worse. Daniel 9:27. World peace is not possible without the Prince of Peace. And you guys, the Prince of Peace that they're referring to is going to be the Antichrist. The only true Prince of Peace is Jesus Christ, the real Messiah. And just so you know that, just a reminder that the Jews are waiting. They don't believe in Jesus Christ, the Jesus Christ that we believe in. I mean, they are going to eventually believe that one, but they don't believe that same Jesus Christ that came down and died on the cross for us. They don't believe that was actually the same Jesus Christ, that they're still waiting for that Messiah to come to the world and be born down here as a man still. And so they're waiting for their Prince of Peace to come still. So they think that their Messiah is going to be here any day. And so they're going to be looking for the Antichrist. It's kind of scary that they're gonna fall for it, but God will set them straight eventually. So Daniel 9:27. All right.
Well, thank you very much. This is very important. This is a big event, and I want to just congratulate all of the people standing behind me because they have done an incredible job. This is something that hasn't been done in more than 25 years. Just a few moments ago, I hosted a very special call with two friends, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed of the United Arab Emirates, where they agreed to finalize a historical peace agreement. Everybody said this would be impossible. And as you know, Mohammed is one of the great leaders of the Middle East. After 49 years, Israel and the United Arab Emirates will fully normalize their diplomatic relations. They will exchange embassies and ambassadors and begin cooperation across the board and on a broad range of areas, including tourism, education, healthcare, trade, and security. This is a truly historic moment. Not since the Israel-Jordan peace treaty was signed more than 25 years ago has so much progress been made towards peace in the Middle East. By uniting two of America's closest and most capable partners in the region, something which said could not be done, this deal is a significant step towards building a more peaceful, secure, and prosperous Middle East. Now that the ice has been broken, I expect more Arab and Muslim countries will follow the United Arab Emirates lead, and I want to just thank them for being. It's not surprising, knowing Mohammed so well, it's not surprising they are in that lead position, and normalize relations with Israel. We are already discussing this with other nations, very powerful, very good nations, and people that want to see peace in the Middle East. So you will probably see others of these, but this is the first one in more than 25 years. This deal will allow much greater access to Muslims from throughout the world to visit the many historic sites in Israel, which the Muslims want to see very badly and have wanted to see for many, many decades, and to peacefully pray at the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is a very special place for them. My first trip as president was to Saudi Arabia in May of 2017, and my speech to the assembled leaders of 54 Muslim countries. Every single one was by their leader, their number one leader. It was an amazing, really an incredible event, very important event. I made clear that the problems of the Middle East can only be solved when people of all faiths come together to fight Islamic extremism and pursue economic opportunity for people of all faiths. And when you look at what's happening, you're seeing a lot of progress is being made that nobody thought could possibly be made. And things are happening that I can't talk about, but they're extremely positive. I want to thank the leaders of Israel and the UAE for their courage and for their leadership to forge this tremendous agreement. It will be known as the Abraham Accord.
So just go ahead and pause this just for a second so you can read this. So when people are crying, peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon them. Guys, he literally said those exact words, peace and safety. It could not be any more clear, you guys. And the rapture is so imminent, and the rapture is going to bring upon so much destruction. And then that will be perfect for the Antichrist to just step in and save the day. I love you guys. See you in my next video. And thank you so much for over 300 subs. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye. I love you guys.